I saw your shadow cross the street tonight. For a second, I thought you were alive. I almost followed like I used to do, but every stranger turns into you. The city lights just blur my eyes, and every crowded room feels empty inside. If you're really gone, then why are you everywhere? Do you hear me everywhere? Like I still hear you in every voice, in everything I do. Every face feels a little like yours. Every street leads me back for more. I try to move on, but my heart stays there. Do you hear me everywhere? Like I see you everywhere. I heard your laugh in a downtown bar, and for one moment it didn't feel this hard. Somebody touched my shoulder tonight, and I turned around, believing you were mine. I still leave space beside my chair, like maybe someday you'll still be there. If memories fade, why do yours stay so clear? Do you hear me everywhere? Like I still hear your name. Every little thing still feels the same. Every crowd still pulls me apart, 'cause losing you never left my heart. I smile sometimes, but it's never fair. Do you hear me everywhere? Like I see you maybe some hearts never stop believing. Do you hear me everywhere? Do you hear me everywhere? painting shadows across these empty walls. Midnight leans against the window glass, and silence answers every time I call. There's still a cup upon the wooden table, and the chair beside me hasn't moved. I keep pretending you'll walk through that doorway, like love forgot the way it used to lose. I still remember how your laughter sounded like summer rain falling through tired skies. Now every corner of this lonely room carries the ghost of your unfinished light. Cold hands resting underneath the candle, tears falling slowly where your fingers lay, and every memory burns a little softer, while time keeps stealing pieces of your face. Tell me why the nights grow even longer, when every dream still carries your name. How can a heart keep beating through the silence if nothing here will ever be the same? So I walk alone on this endless road tonight, searching through the dark for a fading light, calling out to someone who may never return, holding broken stars while my hands still burn. And I know the seasons never wait for me. I know tomorrow keeps moving endlessly, but somewhere in the space you left behind, my love still sits beside that empty chair tonight. Winter touched the corners of the old photographs. Dust now sleeps where our young shadows danced. Years went by like whispers through an open door, but my heart never learned another chance. The city changes and the clocks keep turning, faces come and disappear like rain, yet every road I take still leads me backward to the place where I still speak your name. Maybe loving you was never meant forever. Maybe some stars shine only once, then fade. If I have one last truth left in this tired soul, it's that I never wished your memory away. Now I walk alone on this endless road tonight, no longer asking heaven to make it right, because some people leave and never return, and empty chair tonight. The candle dies, one final tear falls, your name remains. Do you hear me? When I close my eyes, every night I fall into the same place. Your shadow waiting in the dark. I try to run but my feet won't move. You're already in my heart. I see your face in the silence, feel your breath on my skin. But when I reach out to hold you, that's when the nightmare begins. I wake up but I'm still dreaming. Your voice won't let me go. Am I alive or just fading inside a world I don't control? Do you hear me in my dreams? I'm screaming, calling, you're not there. You won't let me fall asleep, but you don't even care. Do you feel me when I break, or am I lost in between? Every night you pull me under. Do you hear me in my dreams? Your memory plays like a movie. Every frame cuts me deep. I try to forget, but it won't stop. You're the ghost I keep. I turn the lights on, still see you in every corner I hide. And even when I'm wide awake, you're right here by my side. I'm trapped inside your echo, a voice I can't erase. Tell me why I'm still holding on to what I can't replace. Do you hear me in my dreamed of, everything I wanted to be. I left behind my own desires just to see you again. Forgive me if I loved you so much, if I couldn't hide it, if I still silently call out to you, even though you don't wanna come back. Tell me if you ever thought about what I feel for you. Look at me, I'm still here waiting, not knowing how to go on. And if it was all a dream that I didn't know how to wake up from, tell me if loving you is a mistake, or if I should forget. Is it wrong if I keep waiting, if I never tire of loving? This love I carry inside won't fade, even though I know you won't return, not even to look. I'll keep where we were, deep inside, without end. Through 1,000 memories that you left behind when you departed. Every corner speaks to me of you and won't let me live. I try to erase your name from my mind and my voice, but it returns every night like an echo in my heart. Maybe you never understood what I gave for us both. I was silence in your storm, and you, my only reason. Is it wrong if I keep waiting, if I never tire of loving? This love I carry inside refuses to fade, even though I know you won't return, not even to look. I'll keep where we were, deep inside, without end. And even though time erases everything and life goes on, there are wounds that never die, and they don't know how to forget. You left an eternal void, impossible to fill, and in the depths of my soul there's nothing left. You took the purest thing, what will never return, and in my deepest part, your memory will live on. There's an empty chair beside the table where your shadow used to stay. One candle burns against the silence while the night forgets my name. My hands are cold, my eyes are tired. Tears fall slow like autumn rain. Every wall still holds your whisper. Every corner keeps your pain. And I have carried all you're leaving like a wound beneath my skin. I keep asking empty doorways why you never walk back in. I'm still waiting on that lonely road where the moon falls soft and low, calling your name into the darkness. Though my heart already knows, time keeps moving, seasons fade, but love refuses to let go. You may never return to me, still I wait where roses grow. Years have passed like broken pictures, fading slowly in the fire. I still hear your voice at midnight, like a ghost inside desire. I walk alone beneath the streetlights, down a road that has no end. Every step becomes a memory. Eve. Maybe love is not returning. Maybe hope was only flame. Maybe I was just a painter, drawing sorrow with your name. So I leave this final confession in the silence where we were. You changed my life, then disappeared, but my soul still follows yours. I'm still waiting on that lonely road, with cold hands and falling tears, holding dreams beneath the candlelight, holding all our vanished years. Time keeps moving, skies grow old, but love remains when nothing's clear. You may never return to me, still I feel you everywhere. The candle dies beside the table, the empty chair remains, and the painter fades into the darkness, too tired to sign his name. There's an empty chair beside the table, still turned toward the door. A candle trembles in the silence, like it's waiting for your move. My hands are cold around your memory, my tears fall without sound. Every shadow in this room tonight is where your name is found. I have lived inside your absence, I have breathed where you once stayed, and the hardest part of losing you is loving what won't fade. I'm still walking down that lonely road where the stars forget to shine, waiting for a step behind me, for a voice that once was mine. Time keeps moving, hearts grow older, dreams turn quiet, skies turn gray. You may never come back home, but my love still learns to stay. Years have passed like faded letters, folded deep beneath my chest. I still hear you in the midnight when the world forgets to rest. Every window holds you leaving, every morning feels the same. I keep walking through forever with a heart that speaks your name. So here I sit beneath the candle with the truth I never said. You changed my life, then disappeared, but never left my head. Maybe waiting is surrender, maybe hope must disappear, but love remains when time moves on, still warm beneath the tears. I'm still walking down that lonely road with cold hands in the rain, calling out into the distance, though it only brings me pain. Time keeps moving, seasons vanish, every promise turns to dust. You may never return to me, but I will love because I must. The candle dies beside the table, the empty chair stays near, and the painter fades into the darkness, leaving only love here. There's an empty chair beside the table, still waiting in the blue. A candle burns inside the silence, like it remembers you. My hands are cold around this glass, my tears fall slow and late. Every corner keeps your shadow, every wall still knows your name. I sit beneath the dying light, where our old memories stay. You changed the world inside my heart, then quietly walked away. And I have try to let the sorrow end, but pain becomes a faithful stranger when love cannot begin again. I keep walking down that lonely path where the night forgets the dawn, waiting for the sound of footsteps from a love already gone. Time keeps moving, years keep fading, still my heart won't understand. You may never return to me, but I still reach out my hand. The road is long, the wind is colder, and the stars no longer speak. I carry you through every season like a prayer I cannot keep. Some days hope is just a whisper, some nights grief becomes my home. I have learned to live without you, but I have never lived alone. Because your absence sits beside me in the chair you left behind, and every breath I take without you leaves a piece of me confined. My final confession, sung beneath the candle flame. I was only just a painter trying to survive your name. If tomorrow finds me silent, do not think my love has died. Time may carry life forward, but it cannot turn the tide. With cold hands and tearful eyes, calling you through fading moonlight, past the place where goodbye lies. Time keeps moving, love stays breathing, even when the dream is gone. You may never return to me, but my heart keeps holding on. The candle bends beside the table, the empty chair remains, the painter fades into the darkness, too broken to paint again. There's an empty chair beside the table, facing where you used to stand. A candle shakes inside the silence, like a heart without a hand. My fingers freeze around your picture, tears fall quietly tonight. Every corner holds your absence, every shadow wears your light. I still sit here past the midnight, where our memories softly burn. You changed my life with just one goodbye that never did return. I have tried to live without you, try to close that open door, The pain still sleeps beside me and wakes me like before. I keep walking down this lonely road where the moon has lost its flame, waiting for your distant footsteps, waiting just to hear my name. Time goes on, the world keeps turning, seasons fade and rivers bend. You may never come back to me, but my love does not end. Years have fallen like old letters, yellowed by the weight of rain. Still I hear you in the quiet, still I breathe inside the pain. On this long and empty pathway, I have learned what silence means. Hope is only one small candle burning through forgotten dreams. And though I know the night is honest, though I know you may be gone, something in my broken chest still waits until the dawn. So let this be my last confession, spoken low beneath the light. I was just a lonely painter, coloring your ghost each night. I accept that time keeps moving, that the past cannot be saved, but love remains inside the ruins, like a flower on a grave. You may never return to me, but I still belong to you. The candle dies beside the table, the empty chair stays still. The painter fades into the darkness, and the room forgets his will. There's an empty chair beside the table, still facing the candlelight. The room is quiet, cold and hollow, like it's holding back the night. My hands are cold, my eyes are burning, tears fall softly one by one. Every corner keeps your silence, every shadow knows you're gone. I still remember how you changed me, how you turned my dark to gold. Then you vanished like a whisper, leaving only what I hold. I have tried to stop the hurting, tried to teach my heart to sleep, but love becomes the deepest wound when the soul has learned to keep. So I walk this lonely road tonight, where the stars refuse to shine, waiting for a voice behind me, waiting for your hand in mine. Time keeps moving, life keeps fading, still your memory breathes in me. You may never return again, but love won't set me free. Seasons pass across the window, dust falls gently on your name. Still I light the same old candle, still I sit inside the flame. Every morning feels unfinished, every sunset feels too long. I keep walking through your absence, like a prayer without a song. On the road I hear the distance calling through the midnight air, and although I know the truth now, part of me still waits there. So this is my final confession, spoken softly to the room. I was only just a painter, trying to color all this gloom. I accept that time keeps passing, that the past will not return, but some loves live on in silence, like a candle left to burn. So I walk this lonely road tonight, with cold hands and tearful eyes, calling you through fading echoes under broken silver skies. Time keeps moving, dreams keep dying, still my heart remains the same. You may never return to me, but I still whisper your name. The candle bends beside the table, the empty chair stays near. The painter fades into the darkness and leaves his love right here. There's an empty chair beside the table, still waiting where you'd be. A candle trembles in the quiet, like it's crying silently. My hands are cold, my heart is tired, tears fall slowly to the floor. Every corner holds your absence, every shadow asks for more. I still remember how you found me, how you gave my darkness light. Then you left without returning, and I've been here every night. I try to bury all this longing, try to teach my soul goodbye, but some pain lives on forever when love is too deep to die. So I walk alone this endless road where the moon forgets to glow, waiting for a voice behind me, for a step I'll never know. Time keeps moving, years keep fading, still my heart remains the same. You may never come back to me, but love still whispers your name. The seasons pass across the window, dust has settled on our dreams, but I still light the candle nightly for the ghost of what we've been. I walk beneath the empty streetlights, down a path with no return. Hope becomes a dying ember, still it somehow finds a way to burn. And though I know you may not answer, though I know the door is closed, I keep saving one last silence for the love I miss the most. Confession, softly sung before the flame. I was only just a painter, trying to survive your name. I accept that time keeps passing, that the past cannot be helped, but love remains inside the silence, where my broken heart still dwells. So I walk alone this endless road, with cold hands and tearful eyes, calling you through fading starlight, past the place where memory lies. Time keeps moving, dreams grow distant, still your light is part of me. You may never return again, but my love will always be. The candle dies beside the table, the empty chair stays still, the painter fades into the darkness, and the room forgets his will.